Welcome back to my channel. And if you are visiting this space for the first time, you are also highly welcome. It is quiz time, and in this section, we'll be evaluating questions that are related to the ovary. The first question reads that the ovary at birth contains primordial follicle with primary oocyte that is arrested at the prophase of the first meiotic division. Or the ovary at birth, does it contain primordial follicle with secondary oocyte that is arrested at the prophase of the second meiotic division? Or is it that the ovary at birth contains secondary follicle with secondary oocyte that is arrested at the metaphase of the first meiotic division? Or lastly, the ovary at birth, is it seen to contain secondary follicle with primary oocyte arrested at the metaphase of the second meiotic division? The second question reads, the ovary is placed in horizontal position in nulliparous women, or the ovary usually releases the egg around the 21st day of the 28 days menstrual cycle? Or is it the ovary is a hormone secreting organ? Or is it the ovary releases the secondary oocyte that is arrested at the prophase of the first meiotic division? So the third question reads, that connects the ovary to the body wall. What connects the ovary to the body wall? Is it the interovarian ligament? Is it the suspensory ligament? Is it the broad ligament? Or is it the mesovarium? The fourth question reads that the ovarian cortex contains all of the following except, is it except the corpus luteum? Is it except the corpus albicans? Is it except the ovarian follicles? Or is it except the blood vessels? The fifth question reads that the left ovarian vein is usually drained into the inferior vena cava. Is it drained into the superior vena cava? Is it drained into the left renal vein? Or is it none of the above? The fifth question reads that the released egg at the point of ovulation contains the mature oocyte that is arrested at the prophase of the second meiotic division? Or is the released egg at the point of ovulation accompanied by the Teca cells? Or is it the released egg at the point of ovulation contains the secondary oocyte that is arrested at the metaphase of the second meiotic division? And lastly, is it all options that are correct? The seventh question reads that the primordial follicle contains, is it the mature oocyte? Does the primordial follicle contain the secondary oocyte? Or does it contain the primary oocyte? Or is it seen with no oocytes? The eighth question reads that the ovarian artery is a direct branch of the internal iliac artery. Is it a direct branch of the internal pudendal artery? Is it a direct branch of the abdominal aorta? Or is it none of the above? The ninth question reads that the ovarian germinal epithelium is made up of, is it made up of a simple squamous epithelium? Is it made up of a stratified squamous epithelium? Is it made up of a stratified cuboidal epithelium? Or is it made up of a simple cuboidal epithelium? The 10th question reads that the ovary produces the following hormones except, is it except the estrogen? Is it except the progesterone? Is it except the follicle stimulating hormone? Or is it all of the above? The 11th question reads that the following statements concerning the zona pellucida are correct, except for one. Is it is a glycoprotein egg coat, or that it binds with the spermatozoa to initiate the acrosomal reaction? Or is it that it allows zonal reaction to prevent polyspermy? Or is it the lining of the ovarian surface? So which of these is not the correct option? This is what this question means. Each of these options does not tally with the others, and that is the incorrect option. The 12th question reads that the following statements concerning the relations of the ovarian fossa are correct, except Is it that the ovarian fossa is related superiorly to the external iliac artery? Or is it that the ovarian fossa is related posteriorly to the ureter? Or is it that the ovarian fossa is anteriorly related to the obliterated umbilical artery? Or is it that the ovarian fossa is anteriorly related to the ureter? Now let's go to the answer section, and this is where we'll be evaluating our responses. So for the first question, the ovary at the point of birth will contain the primordial follicle with primary oocyte that is arrested at the prophase of the first meiotic division. This is the correct answer here out of all the options listed. At the point of birth, primordial follicle are contained within the ovary at the point of birth, and they are seen to contain primary oocyte that is arrested at the prophase of the first meiotic division. The developmental process will continue after the assumption of puberty and further development of the primordial ovarian follicle into the primary, secondary, finally into the mature ovarian follicle will occur. The second question, the ovary is a hormone secreting organ, is the most correct option here. All other options are not correct. The third question, dash connects the ovary to the body wall. The correct option here is the suspensory ligament. The suspensory ligament is seen to connect the ovary to the lateral body wall. The fourth question, the ovarian cortex contains all of the following except the blood vessels. The blood vessels are contained within the ovarian medulla. The fifth question, the left ovarian vein is usually drained into the left renal vein, while the right ovarian vein is drained directly into the inferior vena cava. We've tried to highlight this during our lecture on the ovary. The sixth question, the released egg at the point of ovulation is seen to contain the secondary oocyte that is arrested at the metaphase of the second meiotic division. This is the stage of the secondary oocyte at the point of ovulation. And for the seventh question, the primordial ovarian follicle contains the primary oocyte. It is the primary oocyte that is contained in the primordial ovarian follicle. The eighth question, the ovarian artery is a direct branch of the abdominal aorta. The abdominal aorta is what gives the ovarian artery, and this artery, of course, will descend down to supply the ovary at the pelvic region with oxygen and also nutrients. The ninth question, the ovarian germinal epithelium is made up of what? This germinal epithelium is seen to line the surface of the ovary, basically made up of a simple cuboidal type of epithelium. The ovary produces the following hormones except the follicle-stimulating hormone. This follicle-stimulating hormone is produced by the pituitary gland, but the pattern of production is an endocrine pattern, which means that they are released via the bloodstream where they target organs outside that space. So when it is released by the pituitary gland, the effect is exerted on the ovary to stimulate follicular development. For the 11th question, which reads that the following statements concerning the zona pellucida are correct, except, the answer is except that it is the lining of the ovarian surface. The zona pellucida is not seen to line the ovarian surface. It is seen to surround the oocyte that is contained within the ovarian follicle. And it's good for us to be able to distinguish the region where the zona pellucida is covering. And the 12th question, the following statements concerning the relations of the ovarian fossa are correct, except that it is anteriorly related to the ureter. The posterior relation of the ovarian fossa is the ureter and not anteriorly. Thanks for watching. Let's have your grade in the comment section and also indicate the region of the world where you're taking this quiz from.